also been sad.
Alright guys, boom, I'm Gettolight, and we're back again with another story. So today, we got a very beautiful topic today to talk about. We just want to know what is really going on with the other communities in comparison to ours. Because now you see like other communities really going forward in ours, you know what it is. So we're gonna talk about it. And we gotta tell them though, we gotta tell them. So that's what we're gonna do today. Today, I got my panelist, the most amazing, the most fragrant, Mr. Johnson right here, right? We got Mr. Johnson right here. And then we got, what's her name? Caudino.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. That's definitely rosé. You know what I'm saying? Because you drink too much, you know. But what I'm saying is, we're here. We're gonna talk about it. We just want to know. Stay tuned. We're gonna give some good ideas which might help. You never know. It might help your life. You know what I'm saying? Good. So I want to ask a question here. What do you guys think is the problem, really? In comparison to other communities, to us, it seems like other communities really go far. But the Ghana community itself, every day is the same old same. I mean, just whenever we get there, you just see it. There's not really any change. Just like, just minor, progress and stuff. And what is really the problem? And how can we solve this stagnancy, and so that we can actually move forward? What can we do to actually move forward? And become like the other groups. What are your suggestions, man? Who wanna go first?
I believe the other community, both people, most of the people, like they take bold step.
Okay.
So and they are not fair to go ahead in life, and they also work together. They have a mindset to be working together, and that's what I believe. And as more Ghanaians, it's like we scared a lot. But I tell you, it's also most of the time it comes from our
parents. Okay.
So it's like they put a lot of fear in us when you're younger. Like if you let's say when you're a child and you fall down on the ground, what happened? Your mom will scream or someone will scream, and then in your head it will be like, so what I just did or what happened to me is like it's out of fear. But most if you fall down and your mom, nobody say nothing. I mean, you stand up, you get up, and then
I mean, I guess you learn how to get up in life. I guess.
Like I said, also most of the time it's also out of our parents and everything. That's what I believe.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because I think of it right here. If you fall down in life, it's like anytime you fall, it's a problem. So you're always scared to fall. You know what I'm saying? And then that means you try your best not to fall. That means you don't take too much risk. And if you want to be successful, you gotta take risk.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like you fall, you need to get up.
That's it.
If you fall and then they scare you and make you feel like that's something wrong that you should never do, there's no progress in life because you're not willing to fall anymore to actually learn from that fall to be able to walk or avoid that same place that you stumbled or fell. And my point of view is, I feel like Africans, the black community, the reason why we cannot really advance in life or we are still stagnant is we have difficulties working together. There's a lot of heaviness, and it's hard for us to actually work together actually, because when you.
But why do you think we envy each other?
I feel like it's poor man's mentality. It's like.
Come again with that?
Poor man's mentality.
A poor man's mentality. Okay.
Poor man's mentality. Yes.
Okay.
Articulation.
Articulation.
Yeah. So it feels like like the more you grow up in a place whereby there's no success and there's nobody succeeding. It's like it's okay. I have to be the first one.
Yeah.
So if I'm not going first, you are not coming. You understand?
Instead
of us actually working together, and even if I'm at a certain place, there's a chance that if we don't burn our bridges, there's a chance that I can help you get to that level the same way. Because if I'm at a level and you are at the same level or even higher, there is a place where we can work together, we can help each other.
And that means that the reason why we envy each other is because it's like we are not there yet, and we don't want nobody to get it before us.
We don't want nobody to get there either, and we don't have the system. It's a game. Success is a game. You need to play it. You need to understand the games and the rules and regulations to be able to actually, get to that level or upgrade or get to the next level. It's like when you fight Killer Bill, you have to fight the first killer before you get to the.
Did you just say Killer Bill?
I said I did the name Killer Bill that show. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was watching this video and I always admired the Jewish community, or let's say the Turkish community, because there was this one video I stumbled on one time, and there was this guy talking about this Jewish man that he came across, and he asked him, how come your people are always successful and are always rich, and there's always success in your community? And it was like, yes, in the Jewish community, it's like if my friend is or my uncle or my brother is not successful, that means I am not successful.
Okay.
So to be able to consider myself to be successful, I should be able to help somebody else from my community. Because if this person is successful, I consider myself successful because this person, no matter what, if I get in a difficult situation, I know that he has an obligation to help me.
But that's a different kind of mindset, because then it works on both sides. With the Ghana one, right? Even if you're helping someone, what a person wants is your downfall.
Because they don't know the game. Because
that's what I'm saying. It becomes very hard if you play.
You understand? Because
in that context,
because I think before the camera we were having the same conversation. You were saying this or the same thing. If I'm doing something now, I need you. If I need something now, and if you need something, I'll give it to you because I expect you to do the same thing for me when I get in a situation whereby I'm in need. In that sense, and that's what Africans, we have that difficulty in somewhere. There's a lot of selfishness and enviness, and like, I want to be the only person who is successful, so everybody can.
What's what they say? They said a capsule is cool. It was like, what are we? You were the first, you're the second, you're the 20th, and all of a sudden you look on the list, right? 52. How many people were in the class? They were 51. So then you're like, well, we are passing.
That's about what.
That's just about what kind of bro. So I think this is all very unhealthy competition.
It's
very, very unhealthy.
And I think like most of the time, people. There's more competition in what we Ghanaian do. Everybody wants to be the first. The teamwork is actually what you can get ahead in life, get ahead in everything. But everybody want to be like, no, I want to be the first to get this. I want to be the first to get this, so that everybody know that I'm the one. They want their name. They want the name by themselves.
Which really doesn't make any sense, because no matter what you do, it takes a team. Even here, all the big companies, all the brands, it takes a team to do it. iPhone is a team. So, and that's what I feel like Ghanaians don't understand. Life is a team sport, but we just playing all alone. They just be playing selfish on the court or on the football pitch. Do you say football pitch or football court? I don't know. But then, you just playing football, but you just want to play selfish. Meanwhile, your other groups and other people are playing solid team play, passing the ball to the striker, and I think this is a very good analogy. All Ghanaians want to be strikers because they want to play.
Nobody want to be like.
Nobody want to be the defender.
Goalkeeper is
the worst. As soon as the ball go, everybody's running after the ball. We are all going to score.
Because we are all chasing after the lavish life of fame and everything, and only the striker gets the attention. Only the striker is the biggest and the most important person in the beginning. But you understand? So it's like, but then they tend to forget the other parts that is players and the role that they play.
That's it.
And like the point that you made, I think that's one that I forgot, is like the teamwork.
Being
a team player. Team player, and that's one thing that we lack.
Yeah, and I believe you have to know the part of the role that you're playing. Of course, we can't have two leaders in the same team. So we have to know the part you're playing, your role and everything. So if you know the role that you got, you have to play it well.
Yeah, you gotta play it well.
Yeah, but most of us Ghanaians, everybody want to be a team leader.
They
want to be all the same.
It doesn't work like that.
That's not how it
doesn't work. And that's something they don't understand is, listen here, if you even play as the defender, you stop the ball from going in, or you play on the wings whereby you make sure you get the ball to the striker, or you play as the goalkeeper keeping the pole, all you're doing is to make sure the group win. And the whole point is when the group win, you win. Because you're getting some of the checks in, you know what I'm trying to say? Now if your team lose, you lost. So if you're gonna play selfish and let the team lose, you're gonna lose. So what happens? You have to get into your position. And that's why I think team sport is very important, because now it puts you in check. Like, yo, this is not my field. I gotta come back. Oh, yo, I need to get stronger because I'm a striker. And it puts you in check. But the problem is that now everybody's striving to be the best. You know, meanwhile, they're trying to be the best at something they are not the best at. You know, some people are strikers, some people are very good midfielders, and then you learn to play that. But Ghanaians, we just want to be the striker.
At the end of the day, it's like we playing in a team. I think we still focusing on the energy of being a team player. And everything.
Yeah.
It's like you have to learn to be able to be okay with the parts that you play in the group. Because not everybody, like you're saying, not everybody is going to be the CEO or the main person who is there, you know, on the top of the projects and anything. It's like you have to be able to know your place, play your role well, and respect the hierarchy in the team. That's one thing that we lack. Is like,
because we're focused on the glory, not the end result. Because the end result is to win the game. It got nothing to do with who scored 20 goals or 50 goals.
Yeah, it's like it takes.
You just gotta win.
Like I said, it's the mentality. It's like if a group of people are not succeeding and they don't have the succeeding mindset or the succeeding strategy to actually go about certain things, they keep it very poor mentality kind of way of seeing things, you understand? And I feel like, but
you can see most of those kind of characters is a pattern. Now if you look at Ghanaians, for instance, why do they want to compete? Because they want to show off. We have a culture of show off culture.
Yeah, that's one of the mentalities or the mindset that we have to actually to be able to be succeed in life. You have to eliminate a lot of things that is actually not helping us. And then we've normalized these things, and if you're not doing these things, you are the weird one.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
It's crazy, yeah. It's like we glorify
the flex and all that. We haven't got it. We're flexing.
We are flexing.
What are we flexing for? You know, it's like that. But well, so now we've come to this point. Like, okay, now so what can we do? We get it. We get that. You know, we have this competition among us, unhealthy competition, and instead of playing the team, we're now playing all by ourselves, and we're losing. Right? Yeah. Now we see that the problem is we're losing, but what can we do to win? What do you think we can do to win?
What we actually can do to win is one is to play together. I mean, to be a teamwork. And write everything down of every time we want to do. They go from beginning to the end.
Okay.
And the role that everybody's going to play. And that's how I think like we can do also one of that we can do to win as well.
What about you?
I agree with what he's saying. We have to learn to be team players. And I feel like these patterns that is not making us successful stems from our upbringing. You understand? So it's like it starts from home.
That means we got to unlearn something.
Unlearn a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Lots. Like, you know, we have to unlearn every single thing because it's like.
But that's hard though, bro. Think about it.
It is, but that means it's like right now there are some people that it's too late. There's nothing that you do.
Come on, bro. You can say it's too late.
And I feel like it's like I feel like it's too late. And some people like if we have. I feel like our generation is starting to understand certain things. Understand? And the younger generation is more aware about these things that these conversations, the dialogues that we are having right now. And our kids, we need to teach them and help them because, like we're saying, the reason why some people are fearful and not even taking chances in life and really, taking risks is just the fact that their upbringing was like, yo, who are you to do that? No, and it's like we've been dominated all the time from young, from very infancy to
traumatized.
We've been traumatized, exactly. That's you understand. So it's like we have to unlearn all these things and start really, reprogramming our minds. All over again. Understand that success is not or to be able to gain success is not only hard work. It's working smart and working in groups, in teams, and creating communities that actually helps and elevate ourselves and motivate ourselves to get to a certain level whereby we create generational wealth that helps indoctrinate into our children. The day is like we have to understand. It's like even growing up, the behaviors you are having in your teens, you don't have to bring into your older age or your young. It goes with you being home. The indoctrination that you got at home is not the same one that you have to take outside because you're in another environment, another playing field, and you have to adapt.
What I'm trying to say is, in a team play, you need to adjust your attitude and your character. Because you need to play in a group.
Exactly.
Okay.
There is always a hierarchy and you need to be able to respect it.
Respect that. Okay.
Know and respect the other person's role that other person is playing, whether it's over you or under you or above you. You understand? You have to understand it. And that person, even the one above, should be able to respect and be able to, utilize his power or his influence in a positive way.
I think one thing we can understand is even the person on top who's having all the fame is actually good for the team.
At the end of the day,
I'm saying, that's even his role. He's marketing the team.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's no need to
normally it's not only in every team where the leader is only the one taking all the fame. You understand? It needs to be a balance. You understand? And
in that analogy, like for instance, in the football analogy,
no, we're not going to use the football. Like I'm saying, it's like there is the hierarchy in everything. You understand?
What I'm trying to say is, listen, no matter what you do, and there are people who actually pull the crowd. There are people who are very they're very good with the public, and the public love them. What you do is, if that person is in the team, you let that happen. The problem is that some people just want to be that because they see that as people, everybody love him, he's getting all the attention. You know what I'm trying to say? So everyone's like, no, and maybe that's not your role to play. Just allow the person to play his role and support that, because that's gonna bring more glory to the team. You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're trying to say now.
We got to allow that to happen. But most of the time, we want all the we just want some of the. We gotta get some.
So it's like through history, like when you look back in history, we used to have great empires and great leaders were doing great things, And when there were good trading going on with the Western world and with different parts of the continents that were Africans were thriving through history with maths and economy and trading and everything. But then when you look through along the line somewhere in history, we kind of lost all these capabilities of really standing for ourselves and really having something or even creating something for the next generation. But along the line, we lost ourselves. We lost something. There was something that went wrong along history. We were influenced by, religion. We were influenced by the Western ideology and civilization. We're trying to actually mimic everything that is out and not in our nature, in some sense. So I feel like right now it's like we've lost our identity, and we're trying to pick up things that we characteristics or behaviors that are not ours, and it makes it very difficult for us to actually build something for ourselves, because we're trying to mimic, just stick to our roots and really know ourselves and build from there and gradually build from there. The biggest problem right now is how we mimic. First of all, we're trying to mimic the others, and our relationship with religion is one of the things that is really bringing us down. It's limiting us a lot. The people who wrote the Bible and the people who brought religion everything is influenced by where they come from, how they were, the Jews or the people from Nazareth or whatever, the Middle East and all those stuff. So it's like when you try to implement these things in your own culture, it doesn't work.
What we're saying is like you cannot implement these things without losing yourself, which is losing your identity.
So when you cannot implement these kind of with things without losing your identity, and I think like along the line with all these influences that is coming out from other places or parts of the world, it made us lose our identity. And once you lose your identity, yes, it's hard for you to actually,
it's game over.
It's game over. And that is what we are facing right now. It's kind of, we've lost our identity, we've lost everything. And we don't, one thing is like the reason why we are still stuck in the same place and we cannot evolve is we've not accepted this part yet.
Which part?
The fact that we've lost our identity, we've lost a big part of ourselves, and then we are trying to mimic or do what somebody else is doing that is successful to them. Okay. So that is one thing I feel like it's always like with religion, with the Western society that we're trying to implement, trying to
democracy,
governing, democracy and the way everything is totally not us.
It's foreign.
It's very it's foreign to us, and it has created a lot of self-doubt in us, and then these our fathers or forefathers have these all self-doubts and then idealize these people that have brought these things into our continent. And this self-doubt is also given and passed through to the younger generations, and the younger generations are mostly lost. I feel like we need to first of all understand that where we are right now, we need to know ourselves, where we came from, what our real culture is, what our real identity first of all. Now we need to really know our real identity. I think we're still lost in that sense. Because when you look at the Black Americans, they say yes, even there's another level to them, I would say. But in Africa, they always look to us like, yes, we are the real roots, we have the real culture and everything. Yes, we still have it, but it's not respected.
Mental slavery is still there.
Yeah, the mental slavery is still there.
Yeah, we still hold on to the traditions and the cultures, which is physical.
Yes.
And the rituals, which are still physical, but the mental slavery is still there.
The mental slavery is still there, because, that's really, like you're saying, it's like the mental slavery is still there. We hold on to our cultures, we practice certain things, but, mentally there is our way of thinking and our way of, we don't have, and it feels like we don't have a strategy to actually build ourselves up to, come back to.
There's no vision.
Exactly.
There's no vision.
Slow vision.
Because if you look at the Blackman, for instance, like he just want to be a part of everybody, but he cannot stand on his own, which is very sad. Because if you look at every time it's integration, we want to be part of these people.
Exactly.
Why can't they accept us for who we are?
Yes.
It's never been like.
Yes. One thing I've realized is like if you look anywhere apart from Africa, even in the continent of Africa itself, if you go outside Africa or in Africa, it's like. There is no place on this earth that Africans are accepted 100%.
No, really. Sad, huh?
It's very sad. And we seem to not understand that part, and we still seek validation from outside.
Yeah.
Instead of, we need, like I always say, respect.
But why do you think we seek validation from outside, though?
Why do we
seek validation from outside?
Because we've lost, we are lost. We don't know. It's like a little kid who doesn't, like only kids wants to
parents
parents to be accepted. Once you get to a certain age, you understand that I don't need any validation from nobody. I do whatever helps me get to a certain level. You understand? It's like we've along the line of history, we lost a lot of things, and we've come back to being like children. It's
a harsh reality.
It's a harsh reality, but that is how it seems right now. So it's like looking up to the bigger brothers, and I'm trying to be like the bigger brothers and mimicking everything that the bigger brother is doing. You understand? And we've not created our own, ideology and our own. Even though loads of this ideology and knowledge was taken from us or was learned from us. Or I would say.
But that's crazy though, because come to think of it, like you had a knowledge, it was taken from you, and then you were given something else, and now those who hold the same knowledge are the masters of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say the masters, but I'm saying like they rule over the world somehow.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, that means that if you could get this knowledge back, you could become a master too.
Of course.
And
like the hierarchy of everything needs to be understood, and it needs to be respected, and you need to know where you are. You know, you need to know where you are in which stage you are to be able to get out of it, or to be able to evolve, or even get to another level, to the next step, in some sense. So if we don't accept where we are right now, and this is what we are doing right now.
Okay, but where are we right now? So that we would know. For instance, but
no, we are seen as a third world countries.
Cool.
So that's
the first
say everything. In some sense, we're still everything is a third world country. To evolve, we are here to evolve. That is always what is being said. About Africa in general. We are here to get to a very advanced civilization. You understand? Mm-hmm. So that says enough.
But then I think it's like, what do you think is causing us to become a third world? I think mostly a country is a people. Yes. So definitely, if the country have come to a certain state, that means that the people are in a certain state, or the people's mind in a certain state, which does not allow them to evolve, like you're saying. So, which state do you think people are in now? What are some of the characteristics that we can look at and go, oh, this is like you said. Now, for us to evolve, we got to actually understand and realize that we have not evolved.
Yes.
We have to now see that something's wrong with us.
It's a huge word.
It's a huge word, but it's like,
This is a bit,
people will kill you. Yes,
No. Let's find another word for evolve.
Like you stagnant.
Stagnant, exactly. So
stagnant,
We are stagnant.
So it's like, okay, so now what are some of the characteristics that we can look for? Like,
first of all, you have to know where you're standing. Take accountability for what you are doing, your generation, and even the generation before you are doing. Understand it, take accountability, and start taking action. And I feel like that is we are not even yet to the level whereby we realize where we are. You understand? There's hardship, there's difficulties. We are here to be accepted. We are here to be respected, and everything.
Do we even need acceptance though? Like, why do they get to accept us? That's the whole thing.
I mean, it's you need to. It's like you say, it's a team play. It's a team game. We are living on the same continent. You should be able to accept each other in some sense. But I'm not saying it's in that level whereby you need to accept me for who I am, or like you need to be validated. That is not.
No, but I think that's kind of like entitlement, because like if you're walking on the street and I think a certain way about you, and you say no, but you got to accept me for
no, that's not the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but
like we need to be able to work together. We need to accept, like I'm saying, like you need to be accepted to be playing with the big boys in some sense.
Oh, okay, in that way. Okay,
and that's what I'm trying to say.
But then don't you think that because the big boys think that we got no game, that's why they don't allow us into the play. So
if
then
you're not a good
ball player,
if you're not a good team player, why would they want you? That is when you feel entitled.
Yeah,
that's when you feel entitled. Mm-hmm. We need to be able to hold ourselves accountable, and start acknowledging the mistakes that we made, or even our fathers before us or our forefathers made, and start working on it for the next generation to be able to have a good foundation to build these things upon. You understand? And yes, I feel like we need to change the mentality. It's like we have this poor man's mentality that we are operating on currently, and we don't even realize it. We don't even see it, and we are operating with this kind of mentality, and it's just it's definitely not working, and it's even making things worse for us. So we need to acknowledge where we are, the state we are.
What are some of the poor man's mentality and things that we exhibit that you could say? And
jealousy, backbiting, envy. We can help each other. We can play in a team. You understand? It's the fact that I have to make it. If I don't make it, you're not going to make it. You understand? No, I have to be the first one. You have to follow me. It's like there are lots of mentality of the way everything is structured. It's like there should be only one person who is successful in, let's say, in a generation, one family. You understand? And that is that's not how it's supposed to be. You understand? You have to contribute. Everybody has to contribute. Build something up, and the main focus is for the next generation. You can take a part of it. You can benefit from it. You can partially take a benefit from it, but then a big portion has to be left for the next generation to build upon. You understand? So right now, what mentality do we have? I have to have it right now, and I have to finish it by tomorrow. You understand? And you can even see it in the leadership in our countries. You understand? It's like, okay, I'm coming to profit right now, and I'm out. I'm not leaving anything for the next person, the next leader to actually build upon, and actually, there is no, the bricks are not being laid, So when I come, this leader will come, oh, they are not laid. Me too, I'm not even going to lay anything. I'm going to come, I'm taking the bricks and I'm going, I'm out, because, I have to feed my children and my side pieces. Understand? Yeah, so all these mentalities and mindset has to be changed, and we need to be able to start strategizing. We need to strategy because without it we cannot do anything.
What are some of the strategies you think we could? I mean, not in a very, but just something you could think about and go, if at least we could just do this simple thing, it could help our lives.
So I feel like one thing that we first, the leaders have to actually make a perfect example, to actually start laying the foundation and not destroying what the previous person have done out, because it's not the same party or it's not the same tribe and all these things. Yeah, these tribal wars needs to be eliminated. We need to be able to work together. Kwame Nkrumah tried, but due to certain things, his predecessors were not able to continue what he was trying to do. You understand? And I know he was a great man. He made loads of errors, but he was trying to do something very beneficial for our people. You understand? The mindset needs to change. You understand? And we need to take out the fear, and start taking risk, and really.
But why do you think we fear though?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like we don't know where we are when it comes to the stages of
evolution,
and that power plays a role in how we bring up our children. You understand? Or how our forefathers or our fathers brought us up. You understand? It's like everything is like this tough love mentality that they have is just yes, you have to be hard, but they did more damage than good in giving us this tough love. It suppressed us, you know what I mean, and it made us even afraid to take risks. You understand? And we have difficulties being expressing ourselves and even being ourselves in public. You understand? Because everywhere we go, it's so baby, you understand? And that's not supposed to be. In every environment that you have to go, you have to adapt and you have to evolve or flourish from that environment. You understand? Use the resources and the surroundings and the people around you to be able to flourish or come up good. You understand? Because even the religion that we follow, it's like we're not really the good things or the good things that is in these religions. We don't even practice. We just focus on the Mamawatas and the Bonsams and the Baifo. You understand? Instead of it's like you leave your home and build something for your family and your generation. So wherever you go, you should be able to build something and create another generation whereby they will flourish and they will have it easy through life. You understand?
What can we do as individuals to be able to benefit from this generational wealth that we're talking about?
So first of all, we need to take our emotions out of the equation. So however you feel about your brother or your friend or whatever, it needs to be put aside. Work together. They need a really good team spirit in some sense. Take jealousy, enviness out, and just make sure that, okay, hey, even if at this point I have to leave the leadership to this person because he's doing he's playing this role very well. You should be able to put your egos and emotions aside and leave the way for this person to take care and expect, then because if I leave it for you and I know that it's going to be what's the word?
Beneficial.
It's going to be beneficial. At the end of the day, when he gets to a certain level, I took part in it, so we are going up together. We are elevating together. And then once this part is done, or whilst it's halfway, and then he needs to invest in me as well. So we need to invest in each other. You understand, and help each other grow, because this is not a one man's race. You understand. So we need to be able to be team players and say, okay, hey, you need to get to this level. And while I'm getting to this level, we need to motivate each other. Put emotions out of the equation. Enviness, jealousy, backbiting, gossiping, and all these kind of
downtrodden behaviors. That's like for children. And not children even. Children don't do that.
They grow out of it.
Yeah, they grow out of it.
So it's like when you get to these ages, and you're still taking part in these things, that means you're yet to grow. You understand? So it's like you need some growing to do, maturity to do. Loads of people and with their skills and expertise come together to build a house or to build something. You understand? So if you are the only person who wants to build everything on your own and take all the accolades, yes, you wouldn't get far in life. So I feel like in the teamwork, we need to work together, and then help each other, keep everything in the community instead of just spreading it all over. Because when you take it out, it's gone. It cannot build up in the community anymore. Once you take it out, somebody else is benefiting from it. You understand? So it's like everything needs to be in the community. It should stay in the community and then keep on building up on it. So yeah.